Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me for another episode of EETV, where I try to bring you everything in entertainment. I enjoyed this new episode, episode 5 of Chainsaw Man. We're going to get right into it, and I'm going to show you what I have noticed in this episode as someone who only seen the anime. Denji and Power are still treated as pets. Later on in the episode, we get to see Aki giving them a reward of gum for them correcting their poor behavior and using proper manners. Also, what I've noticed, Makima manipulates Denji. She's using his attraction to her as a tool for that manipulation, because she's also, like anyone else who's seen this, Denji performs very well when he's extremely motivated. He was starting to show signs of unhappiness and losing focus after he received his reward from Power, and he told Makima it wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. So she immediately uses her manipulative tool, as Denji being extremely attracted to her, and tells him she would grant him a wish if he's able to kill and or defeat the Gun Devil. She knows that Denji performs well if he's motivated, as in when he was motivated to beat the Bat Devil, and there was that same motivation that kept him alive and almost defeated the Leech Devil because of his goals. So she had that really seductive scene with him to keep him motivated and focused on the goal so he can perform to the best of his abilities. Well, that being said, we're going to get into the review of Chainsaw Man episode 5. We see that the episode opens up right after the previous episode, and Denji is in the process of receiving his reward from Power. And it was funny to see that Power patted her bra, which I found funny because she is a fiend. So why would she go about making her physiology seem bigger when she's more so self-motivated? Well, then again, I just answered my question right there. So since she's self-motivated, she wants to do anything to make herself look good. But I found this scene funny, and it broke the tension. Just if you think it was going in a different direction, we found out that it wasn't. But what made it even more funny is that Denji's absolute shock after he finally received his reward, because it wasn't all he was thinking it was going to be. Now, after his defeat of the Bat Devil, and after Aki defeated the Leech Devil, he has a mountain of paperwork to complete, and Makima is helping him do so. He confides to Makima that receiving his reward from Power wasn't everything that he hoped it will be, and he was feeling a little bit downcast. So Makima took it upon herself to motivate him, and she's motivating him because she's evaluating his performance and keeping a close eye on him, and she's able to see that he performs extremely well in battle when he is motivated for a particular goal. So she's using, like I said in the beginning of the video, his attraction to her as a tool to keep him motivated and performing the best. And she also promises that she will grant any wish at all if he is able to find and defeat the Gun Devil, who was responsible for over, if I remember correctly, 1.5 million deaths. So with that being said, Denji has received more motivation in order for him to keep himself focused on the mission, because remember, back in episode 2, this Division 4 team is an experimental team, and Makima's tasked with keeping them in line. I did like Denji's reaction after he got the same reward that he got from Power, but he got it from Makima. Now, I have to see that over again. I wonder if it was just his shock of him being able to touch her, or if it's part of her power that she was able just to give him a slight pushback before he got too excited. Remember, I have only seen the anime and I haven't read the manga yet. I'm not gonna read the manga until I finish the 12 episodes of the anime. So I'm just I just that's something else that I've noticed. Now we get a flashback here into why Makima wants Denji to defeat the Gun Devil, because no one has seen the Gun Devil since he appeared many years ago and took all of those lives. Into Aki's life and how he was when he was younger, that he had a family. He was the oldest of two children, and he was enjoying spending time with his family and being an older brother and taking care of things. His happiness was swept away by the results of the Gun Devil doing his work, and he lost his family along with his house right before his very eyes as a child. The rest of the episode shows Division 4 being dispatched to a hotel to capture a devil that appears to have a portion of the Gun Devil inside of him. And this is important because if a portion of the Gun Devil's bullet, or what they call flesh, is inside of a devil, then it increases that devil's power. So they have to track down that devil in order to being able to find the Gun Devil. We also get another look into Aki's past when he was older after he was trained, and shows when he was first partnered with Himeno. The episode now cuts back to them back into the halls of the hotel, and Himeno senses something, and then one of the devils appears. They are then attacked by that devil, and between Himeno and Power, they are able to stop the devil and move on with the rest of the journey. The vibes that I got from this portion of the episode is very good, because it being a somewhat of a horror anime, now we finally got, besides that one episode with Denji and Power tracking down the Bat Devil, this episode have had more of a suspense thrown in it, because they're in a hotel and you're getting the suspense like the characters in the haunted house, and you're wondering what's going to happen next, and you know they are in imminent danger because Makima has already explained to Denji about the devils receiving increased power if they ingest the bullets of the Gun Devil, what they're calling the Gun Devil's flesh. So they have all these doors that look similar, and the devils can come out of anywhere and attack them. The episode ends with Arai knowing that something is awry. I did that on purpose. And he noticed that they are kind of on a loop and stuck on the 8th floor, and they're going to have to handle this problem on the next episode. I enjoyed this episode because we got more into the backstory of some of the main characters. We found out their motivations as to what's going on. One thing I have noticed is that, to me, the devils seem to be manifestations of human fears. That's what I've noticed. Every devil that we have seen, I can see that it also correlates with a fear. You know, Power's the blood devil. You know, people have a fear of a sight of blood. There are people who are scared of bats. There are people who are scared of leeches. There are even people that are afraid of sea cucumbers, like we saw on the second episode. I can't wait to see if that little theory that I put out there is correct, because I have not read the manga yet, but the more that I am watching this anime the more I want to get into reading the manga. So we're almost halfway through it. Next episode will be episode 6 out of 12, and I can't wait until we get through all this so I can pick it up, the manga, and read it from there, because I really want to see how They really play off all of the devils and whatever all the main characters' motivations are. And I want to be able to link up the manga and the anime and really do a deep dive inside of Chainsaw Man. Well, I like this episode overall. Can't wait for the next one. Like, share, and subscribe if you feel like it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.